Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Airships Conquer the Skies. Today's beverage is a very nice chilled cranberry and raspberry juice drink, or cram raspberry as people call it. Either way, welcome back to the game. In the previous episode, we spent a lot of time in Lightjar that we conquered, as well as Argham here. I say conquered Lightjar. It was actually Dine that conquered it, and we ended up swapping some territory, just because it was better for both of us, so that worked out. And yeah, moved to Lightjar and sat there for about 26 years, I think, while we got enough supply to move about 4 foot to the left to capture Rodino, which is good. We only have one more area to get, which is Tis, and this episode is going to be focusing on getting the economy back up and running. And honestly, I really want to just take over some pirate areas, cultists, and I mean, I might look at the Clockwork Cube, but the last time I tried that, it was problematic, to say the very least. So anyway, bureaucracy is being researched to hopefully reduce the amount of tension and unrest that is in many areas. That's because of the event that's currently ongoing, the Age of Madness. Madness? Let's view the city here, and we can see that they have they have nothing that I'm actually concerned about. So once we've taken this, oh, okay, and so this guy, the bully, yep, Rodino, bully, much weaker. Yeah, they have, was it 11 for their yeah, grievances. Yeah, it's all grievances. Okay, they want a truce, no longer be intact. We receive tribute, get 10% of their income. We receive submission, which is we gain reputation. And however we cede what we've just taken. I just flat out reject that. No, that's not gonna happen. Rodino's taken over. We can now build here. We've got a large shipyard or a port that we can destroy. Obviously, we don't want to do that. I do want to smash these pirates up, mainly for cash money. Supply ship is here. Nothing else getting built. Is there anything we can build here? Build a market. That's going to massively reduce. Well, it's going to increase our income, but obviously put us on very close to negative, so I don't fancy that. No, because we're going to attack the pirates, so I will set that going. And we can attack the supplierates. We can attack the pirates. Incoming enemy fleet. Oh, it's coming over here, is it? Interesting. This is from the pirates. Well, okay. I mean, there's nothing much I can do about it. I've got no fleet over there, and there's certainly nothing that can get to that point. We've very much heavily stacked our forces up north, so that's just going to happen. We need to take out the pirates, and I will do that shortly, but we do need more supplies. So it's just waiting for that to tumble to the point. When they're attacking these pirates, they're not going to take over Cetus here. They're just going to basically whack it one, get some stuff, and then turn around. Sufficient to... Oh, there we go. Research complete bureaucracy. So civil service and supply depot and logistics centre. Let's go down, and we've got many options, but I really want suspendium. 9 months to do. I know there's other stuff we can get, and because of the trade treaty, we'll get bonuses for it. Don't particularly care. I might say my focus is really on getting them suspendium stuff. So, automatic combat resolution is defeat. They've got one vessel. We've got one defense. I will automatically accept the result. We reduce the amount of money that we make there. Ooh. Glortward tea and turtle dove jewellery from Uncton here. To be fair, we haven't really sent many delegations. I mean, we should probably do that. I guess we can only send one for a while, can't we? So, yeah, let's see about diplomacy here. No, that's fine. It's fine, but we can, if we wanted to, check out this. Incite riot, steel research. Yeah, there we go. Metallurgy. That's ridiculous. Steel research, elite infantry. Oh, it's just piling up. Don't think I'll be able to do it here. Can steal supplies. Yeah, I'll relocate 18 supplies. Why not? And we are almost able to go there and return. Don't think it's going to matter. Insufficient supply to return. Another delegation there. Bearing suspendium Palanquins and cakes. Oh, so does it float? It will. It will. I guess we could send our supply ship over, couldn't we, if we needed to? There's our supply depot. Local storehouse and improved roads to faster resupply fleets. Yes, please. Ah, we can only build them in certain areas, right? So in these small areas. So we can't even afford it there. Got a market. Supply depot. Can't build a market, but we're on positive cash now, which is good. Let's just max speed that out while we get the supplies. Suspending projection is on the way. And this will be pirates gone. I mean, we could take over this one. But no, I want to get the pirates. Because if we attack the pirates and kill them, not only will we get more money in Rodino, which is next to the Uncouth Bay and the Bay of Laughter. Yeah, it means we just get a straight up bonus to cash. So this is what they've got. 1, 2, 3, 4 vessels, followed by their main defensive structure. That's going to go to there. These are going to move further to the front of this one. Once again, it's a... Oh, it's actually in our favour. It's dusk. Distracting light from the west means shots fired from right to left are more accurate. This is good. These guys are going to move to here. Start the fight. Immediately pause. This thing, press move and go over there. I guess I can't do a lot of that, but we'll see. These, I'll say board that one. This one will say board that one. I mean, I don't know. This one, we're just going to go straight underneath and see what happens. This guy's getting closer, but we're just going to ram it. And to be fair, we've got a good front on that vessel. And these will say move here. In we go. And big miss drop. I don't know if you saw what happened there. Big miss drop. Loads of the guys, basically, because of the momentum, came out and, well, yeeted past it, which is not ideal. Anyway, we are going to board this thing, though. Let's just ram it there, because I'm just going to push this thing out of the way. Oh, that's bad. I was going to say, that thing is all kinds of dead, surely. Move forward to here. I'm not particularly bothered about capturing these vessels. Ram to there. Ram to there. Actually, we'll ram to there. Just push this thing out of the way. And move that down, and we'll capture that. This one I want to move along, because we can capture as well. We're probably going to end up losing some stuff. There's the bombs away. And naturally, because of all the bombs, I don't think we'll end up getting capturing. Sparrowhawk, I'm going to ram that out of the way, because what's going to happen is we'll get surprised when this thing falls out of the sky. Yeah, ground the ship. I mean, you can see that says captured. We've literally captured some, as far as I can tell, some foundations. The bombers are doing their thing. Darn it, I just smacked straight into that. I don't think there's much left. I think it's that. I think that's the only thing that's left. Let's flip this around, get the cannon in. Bomber's going to come over. This isn't going to last long. There's a victory. So we lost a wasp. Oh, that's a big shame. Anyway, no facilities for those small pirate borders gained. Basically 3,000 and lots of reputation, which is what we wanted. So that's good. We're going to head back. So we lost a wasp. Don't particularly care. Over at Stinex, we're going to build a Sparrowhawk. 2 of, as a reactionary force. Oh, and someone sabotaged the construction of it. How interesting. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to repair that thing. The rest of these don't need repairing. And obviously scrap that border. Have no intention of keeping that thing around. View this city. Yeah, there's nothing there that's really of great interest to me. Insufficient supply to return. Well, nope, I don't think I care. Logistics center. Supply speed everywhere. Ah, so the more logistics center you have in general across the board, you can just positive things there. That's good. Oh, I really like the idea of that. The cultists, I have no idea what's there. Well armed for a religious community, apparently. And we need some more supply in order to attack that. We'll have 2 Sparrowhawks here, which I might send to attack the cultists, although they don't seem to be a boarding type thing. More of a, we need to wipe them out. A strange cultist started operating here. Yeah, we need to stop that. Because what you don't want is lots of cultists that are heavily armed on opium. As a rule. So we'll see what happens on that front. Let's have a nice chat with this guy. Diplomacy. We can't send a delegation. 5 months until I can do that. Insufficient supply to return over there. Logistics station. We're on -6 now. Probably because of the 2 Sparrowhawks. Let's attack the cultists. I'm going to give it a go. I'm certainly not going to attack gargoyles. I'll attack the cultists, because we can return. So we can go there, check it out. If it's nothing of great note, I'll just return. Research complete is a spendium cannon, which means a lot of fun. We can get flamethrowers, we can get elite infantry, grenade aim range and musket aim range and air grenadiers. I think I want to go for spider legs. We can then take to metallurgy. Flamethrowers can eventually go for aerial torpedoes. We do have a couple of vessels that use aerial torpedoes, but not mechanical tentacles or spider legs, so combustibles. And how are we doing there? Not enough supply. That's fine. Clockwork wasps on the right hand side as well. Let's do this cultist fight here, see what they've got going for them. They have this weird tower. Alright. My concern is what it's armed with. I can clearly see a gun on the top and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cannons followed by some rifles. I'm going to start the fight, immediately tell these guys to board. Because what happens is we get them ready on the outside, then we're going to press R for ram and go to there. Then, well, this will hopefully be over very quickly. And are they going to go? No! They've jumped off and are now walking in, getting shot as they walk to the front door. Well, that's a new one on me. Let me go back over and... Oh, there we go. Let's land that ship. And we're going to land that one as well. It doesn't crush the guys, by the way, I should point out. But we are... Good grief. Look at the size of this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cultist barracks. But that's captured. And we still have loads of people anyway. Yeah, that was just going to work anyway. That's a victory. So we got 3,000 generic units of currency, extra supply, and extra reputation. Well, that worked well. So well, I'm going to... I'm going to attack the cultists. Or will we have... I hope we have the recommended crew. We shall see. With that 3,000, what am I going to do with it? Well, I do want to build factories and such. So build factories to increase production. Should have done this a long time ago, but there you go. Destroy factories. No. Logistics station. Extra fleet supply everywhere. That will be good. Build a market. That market's built over here. We've got most of that. I'll have a logistics centre here. And there we go. How are we doing here? Insufficient supply at return, but only just. Another cultist fight, though. Start the fight immediately. Board that thing. We have not many people, though. It's only this top one that has things. So let's see how we get on. Oh! All kinds of bad. All kinds of bad. So, I don't know if you saw what's happened there. Well, I can tell you what's happened there. Our boarding was pretty good. Or potentially. However, one of the first shots from this thing hit the back, took out either the suspendium or the engine, and basically blew the back off the top one. That then landed on the top one, then that lost all stuff as well. So basically, we've lost everything. That is suboptimal, to say the least. Let's try and take over Tis, which I think will probably end up giving to Dine. I reckon they'll be wanting to take it over. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Alright. Well, that happened. These things are sent to try us. We'll attack. Sufficient supply to return. I don't think we'll need to. Tis is technically one of the culture sites we could take over to end this. But there's one there. There's this one which we don't control. And we certainly don't control Catwick. But this should be the end of what used to be Radino. And also, yeah, the Bully. They have this thing. Fine. Boarding. Move this down. Move these further forward. Start the fight immediately. Pause it. Move the bombers over here. Boarding. We'll board that. This one. We'll board that. This one will also board that one. Unpause. Moving down to there. This one. Moving over to the right. Says boarding. I'm going to bring this other thing forward because we'll end up boarding it. I think we're going to capture a mini tank here. They should jump from one vessel to the other, which they have. There's the first jump. And they're going to jump further to that one. This is now captured, which is brilliant. And that one has just given up. Gentle takeover. And they want me to seed light jar. No. Float mead and exuberant hats. Let's accept that. Oh, flamethrower research is completed as well. Oh, deep state. We've got double fleet supply limit, which someone has. And also a security ministry. Sneezing! Okay, so I think we'll go for maybe elite infantry, air grenadiers, followed by grenade aim and range, musket aim and fire rate, perhaps? Or do we go to heavy steel armor? Yeah, we'll go for heavy steel armor. And there we go. Can we take over gargoyles? Is the question. Gonna head back because there's more supply there and we can repair. So, can we take over gargoyles? Gargoyles have started nesting in an abandoned church. These aerial predators are fond of abducting and devouring humans and will defend their nest with acid spit. That's how I would defend my nest. Let's go for... I don't think we can't afford one. I was going to say I want some bluebirds, but we can't afford them. Let's see what we can afford. I think I'm going to lean out some of our forces here. So I'm going to scrap the Wasp. I'm going to keep the supply ships. The rest of these are fine. I'm going to scrap that tank. And I'll repair that one. Plus 58 generic units of currency, so we're doing well there. We are popular, rep 70, which is liked. Triss is taken over. We will go for a... Oh, it's a cultist site. We'll go for a garrison. And obviously there's no way Dine's going to give up. Aerial Jelly. Aerial Jelly has been sighted in the area, terrorizing the locals. So it is apparently a bit, you know, it's causing some nonsense, is what I'm hearing. Let's go to build ship, and we know if we scroll down, we should have another option for the Bluebird. SP Bluebird, it is 10,043 generic units of currency. It is not overly fast at 86 kilometers an hour, 55 meters service ceiling, but does have a suspendium ray and also looks pretty cool, obviously in my opinion. So let's go for shaky hands then. Let's see what we've got going on. We have an alliance with Unkton and Dine. And these little bits around here are controlled by ourselves. And we have non-aggression with the rest of these. Catwick has either peace or non-aggression. The Sovereign has the same thing. The question is... Oh, what about up the top here as well? They have just peace. So, who's going to flinch first? Send a spy over to Catwick. While I'm in here, I'm going to steal research. And down here, foment unrest. Steal some supplies, why not? Seems a bit bad, but hey ho. I mean, if we have a chat with a sovereign, send delegation, and make offer. Alliance. No, they really don't want it. I can, however, say Catwick. Diplomacy. Ultimatum. Alliance, or it's war. That's a bit of a... and we can make a trade treaty in that. 62%. And demonstrate submission. 76% chance of them accepting. These are paranoid. Assumes everyone is out to get them. At the moment, they probably are. Paranoid, I mean. And out to get them. Research complete. Good, good, good. Aerial torpedo is my favourite. But we can get bonuses to that. 2 months for that. Aerial torpedoes, 8 months. We might as well just get the heavy armour. And let's attack the aerial jelly. Like I say, this was supposed to be take out the rest of Rodino's forces and also, well, mainly to attack some fauna. Oh, good grief. So a couple of points of note. This thing, we can't board it, so I might as well reserve those two. And also, what is very, very worrying is that this thing, obviously it's going to grab, but if that's the service ceiling of it, I'm worried. I'm really worried. Is it going to come down? If it comes down, I can start bombing. What I'll do is I'll try and bait it. I'm going to try and bait it down. Come on, come down here. These guys are going to go back over. There's the aerial charges going out. Yeah. You might want to lead your target a little bit more. Keep going back. Keep going back. I'm going to go put that one there. This one once again move. Oh yeah, it's grabbing. It's grabbing. The aerial jelly is... Are we able to move over it now? We're going through it. Repairs are needed. Oh, I'm sure they are needed. Oh, turned around. I think we've lost some... Yeah, we've lost some bomber stuff. We've lost some bomb bays. It's lifting us up. And you can see it's consuming some of these crew members. We just don't have the service ceiling for it. Let's bring this over to there. Move this to there. Again, use these aerial charges as best we can. Because that's really the only damage we're causing at this stage. I can't really ram out the way as well. And I don't know how much damage we're actually causing. If we just had a little bit more service ceiling, we'd be alright. But, well, we don't. We're also low on crew. There's the aerial charges. Starting to run out of ammo. Yes, yes. Keep moving, though. There's those aerial charges. Way! We got the jelly. It's curious in the game because there's a lot of creatures, which makes it really interesting. +3 reputation. Yeah, great massive jelly breaks apart and rains upon the landscape below. No treasures are had to be in its gooey remains, but at least the realm is safe again. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting flora and fauna and different factions in here. Like, I'd say the cultists are just evil, so there's no downside to taking them out. One may argue that gargoyles ain't. Could probably go either way. Mad scientist is, maybe. This one is, I think, portrayed to be evil. The big jelly. The clockwork cubes, it's a strange trio of cubes. I don't think they're necessarily evil. Tebum 398. It's really difficult to read here. I've done my best to capture the various devices attached to the cubes. As we expected, they are entirely unmanned. Instead, they are guided by sophisticated, if slow, kind of clockwork intelligence. If we just bring down one of them, imagine what we could learn, awaiting further instructions. Yeah. From here, then, I'm going to head back. I should have probably done that earlier. So, yeah, there's lots of stuff to find. Clockwork wasps, again, just doing their own thing, but still a nuisance. Pirates, yeah. Don't want to be dealing with those guys, but we often have to. So money is plus 69, so that's good. We will do a bit of a repair over there. Not much of one is required, but that's fine. And we also have fleet wreckage. What remains of the Imperial fleet, now a hive of scavengers. Minus steel armor cost plus, or minus 5 ship cost. Also gargoyles there as well. So we'll have to see if we can deal with that. And the cultists. But I want to save up money for... Oh, hang on. We've got another fleet coming in. It's pirates this time. What defences do we have here? We've got a couple of defences. That reminds me. Defences here. Don't need to do anything there because we captured it. Defences here. Repair, repair, repair. Actually, cancel. Scrap that. There's almost nothing left. Cancel that as well. Move that further forward and scrap that one. There we go. That's a bit better for us. That's all fine as well. Good. Okay. Yeah, so they're going to raid here. Let's see what they've got going for them. They have 2 vessels. That just looks... That's something from Battlefleet Gothic Orc. I'll accept the result, which is defeat. We'll lose some money in Corono. I'm not too concerned. Build ship. Can we get a bluebird? We can get a bluebird. Well, first, rare ship. Gargoyles, we can't attack. Cultists, we can attack both, but we just can't return. We do have a logistics centre here. We don't have a factory, though. And taking out a lot of these cultists, the gargoyles. I'd like to take the clockwork cube out. Sovereign is... giving a string of instruments and a purebred racing worm. Yeah. Let's go. And steal supplies, why not? Still 15 supplies. I love that. It's like a broadcast tower. It's got Gatling guns and rifles. Is there any stuff to steal there? No. Still can't do that. Catwick, we've got a one here. Build supply network, can't do it, don't have the cash. We need 300. Research complete. Advanced metallurgy. That's fine. Elite infantry's there. I'm going to go with heavier than air flight. No, let's go for that because it's only 1 month, 25 days as opposed to 6 months, 11 days. Right, fair enough. Fair enough. A bit more, and we can attack the gargoyles. We've got our bluebird there, which I don't think... Oh, Age of Reason. Reason, not passion, rules the land. Knowledge is the highest calling. Plus 25% speed for research. Reduced costs and faster construction speed for universities and field stations. And extra spies are available now. Okay, right. So I should be able to send a spy, and I'll send one to the top there. Good. So I can attack the cultists. There's research complete. Cannons no longer explode. That's good, but it's going to have to be. Computers and clockwork is ours. No. Who's got this technology, though? Because I've not seen it about. Can I deal with the gargoyles? Insufficient to return, but shortly we'll be able to do it. There we go. So, cancel non-aggression pact. Who's this with? Yeah. Trade treaty, and I cede this. No, thank you. Unless they're going to cede other things. Potentially. I could counter offer. How about I cede that? I don't want non-aggression pact. Demand, though, they give me that. and demand that. They're on minus 17. So I could, if I wanted to, gain 2 bits of territory up the north and then gain a bigger city. No, I think that's fine, what we have. I think that's just how it is. Bit of unrest in places, but nothing to write home about. Probably want to build a factory to increase that. There. It's going to be our gargoyle fight. So the gargoyles are in this church here, which I don't know if I can capture, but I will try. In the meantime, bombers. Start, go, move the bombers. You notice I'm not stacking them above one another, because that would just be all kinds of bad. Whoa, there's the gargoyles. So see how quick these gargoyles are. Really quick. Luckily, so they're like fighters, essentially. Yeah, we can't take it over. So we cannot take it over. What I'm noticing is that they're like fighters. They're using their acid spit. But the speed of them is immense, isn't it? That's really powerful. What I'll do is I'll bring that back to there. I'll bring these up. And hopefully the aerial charges will be able to... No, we can't use aerial charges against them. They are really picking us apart, though, aren't they? Massively, massively picking us apart. She's going to move down. Going to go for double bomber, because if that gets destroyed, I think we just win. I think it's just a case of, yeah, you've done it, no problem. We can see we're getting picked apart. The grape shot cannon on the front of these things. Can the partridge not move? No, it can't. And that's going to fall out the sky. Yeah, so the grape shot cannon on the front of those things can hit the gargoyles. As can the rifles, but there you go. We have 2 reputation, and acid brewing is available. Oh, so we can now use... Interesting. We can now use the acid spitter. Yeah, pretty good. Sadly, we've lost some of those sparrowhawks. It is to be expected. So our force is a lot less than it was. But... that's not necessarily a bad thing. One could argue of being overusing them. And yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. Alton here. Diplomacy. Make offer. Alliance. Minus 54. What if we... the similar strength. What if we make an ultimatum? Alliance or it's war? And demonstrate submission? Can't put non-aggression pact in there. Cancel. Alright. Craven. Easily frightened and bullied. Well, we don't want to be that guy. But basically, we're going for... the game has to end somehow, doesn't it? Let's repair that. The game has to end somehow, and... frankly, I can't see... a way of... doing it... we either smash everybody to bits, or we go for the ally. And I'd rather go for the ally. That may, however, make us sort of forceful in how we do that. So, research complete is triplanes. I'm going to go for... sailor maintenance reduction or troops maintenance cost. Or 4 months for double fleet supply element and security ministry. Clockwork is ours. Steel research... steel armor blast absorption. Gatling gun fire and rifle damage or Gatling gun fire and rifle aim and clip. Probably go for deep state just because it's similar. Oh my god. Okay, so we don't really need to be on the left hand side anymore. We need to start heading back to Many. Back home. I want to get rid of Clockwork Wasps. Anyway, Genericans versus the Cultists. So we have lightning, which is not ideal, and storms. So we've got rays and cannons. We should be able to put the rays back here because they're really accurate. I'm going to put them fairly low down as well. Start the fight. Aimed fire. There's the rays. So they've got rifles, and they've got these cannons. We have these Bluebird Suspendium Rays. We also are probably going to get hit by technology. We're going to get hit by lightning. I don't know where the technology thing come from. The following sentence was, this is advanced technology. We have... What's our service ceiling? Fairly poor. It's fairly poor. Straight line speed, if I'm right, is not terrible. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it's okay for its aerodynamics. People have mentioned aerodynamics several times, actually, saying why a lot of the ships blocky. A lot of the ships that we designed were made before the aerodynamics update. That wasn't always in the game. And, honestly, sometimes just have forgotten about it or have not been concerned about it. But it is what it is. We can see that they have taken a considerable amount of damage. Strangely, they've lost almost all weapons on the back, but the front ones are mainly intact. There's the odd lightning you can hear. There's the rays. Caused a bit of fire there, but it's automatically put out, or can be, because of the storm. And I'm really just wanting one. Okay, time to... Oh no, I was going to say time to get up and over, but frankly, by the time we get there, it's probably not going to matter too much, and I'd rather stay at long range to give us that advantage. Let's go to outside view. Oh, hardly any damage at all. A couple of dents in that armour. That'll polish out. Taxed worse. So, yeah. A couple of good hits. Just going to speed it up to max speed here. There's no tactics or tic-tacs to be had. So let's just take out the weapons. And that should be it pretty much over shortly. There we go. Raise. One more cannon, but they've got no ammo. They're not firing against us, so they're out of ammo. We use coal, by the way, so... Oh, they've got a rifle in the back, technically, and this cannon. Could tell it to come closer. There it is. It's out of water. And that's a victory. So, lots of supplies. And where do I want to go? I want to take out the cultists there. But I want to repair first, so I'll head to there. Alright. So yes, we are at a point now where... Ooh, that's good money. Let me build a factory. And... Do we need to build a supply depot? Not really. I don't think an experimental lab is required. I do like the logistics stuff. Logistics center, because it's just increased supply speed everywhere. I know it takes money. But I think it's just worth it. Can't build a further one. There you go. This is coming down. That's getting resupplied. And I guess it's a question of where do we go from here? Let's build a supply network. Successful in making new friends. Those look cool. Those are very nice looking ships. Alright, so I think it's a case of now taking out the Clockwork Wasps at some point. Probably with this fleet, strangely, but getting there is going to be the main downside. If I get rid of that, I don't really use it. Let's scrap it. How fast are we now? Might be a lot faster. Possibly. Possibly. Logistics center. Strangely, it's curious that we are loved. Considered a beacon of heroism and good. That's what it is at the moment, anyway. Let's see what happens in the future. In future episodes. Alright, so we're repairing this thing. And I think we'll leave it there, actually. It's been a bit of airships. Got some decisions to make. We've taken out lots of... We've taken out the last remaining guy from here in Tis, which was once the Empire of Rodino, and taken out some cultists, taken out some gargoyles. Yeah. and an aerial jelly. We now have 3 remaining things. Diplomatic offer from Catwick. Defensive pact. I demonstrate submission. Losing 6 reputation, the NM3. Counter offer. None of that. None of that. Alliance. Can offer tribute. 10% of my income. And a trade treaty? Make offer. Okay. That's changed things. There's a Sovereign and Alden. Or Almton. This guy is craven, easily frightened and bullied. Catwick. Paranoid. And Almton. They're craven as well. Easily frightened and bullied. So we've only got 2 cravens left. Sovereign and Almton. So next episode, we'll probably finish the series off, quite frankly. We'll defeat some cultists, maybe go for some pirates, just have a good bit of fun there, you know. And then maybe even tap the cubes just to see what that's like. But we'll have to, obviously, have a little chat with both these guys. I think realistically, if we wanted to, we could just go diplomacy. I'll send a delegation anyway, because I can. We could say make ultimatum. Alliance or war. They're going to accept it, yeah. I think both are going to do that. But, yeah, we'll have next episode of building a couple more ships, taking out some of these other bits, and then finishing off the series. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.